Yeah, Salaki, the phone timed out on me. But as I was saying, that's pretty much the whole thing of the matter is that the Lord, gave us the knowledge within these books within this present time, and now we're here disseminating the information and making it plain upon tables to Jake out here. Thanks, man. Yeah, so going on to verse 2, it reads, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest, Slakia, that thou mayest be illuminated." And that's the main thing of the matter, is for our people to be what? Illuminated, for our eyes and our ears to be open, with the words of Yahweh Shemi Shah, and the Lord doing that. That's why we're in this truth now. That's why we can clearly see, who we are according to the scriptures, according to the timelines, according to the timetables of how the Most High set everything up, you know, so-called African Americans of the tribe of Judah, so-called Jamaicans and West Indians, of the tribe of Benjamin, so-called Haitians, of the tribe of Levi, so-called Puerto Ricans of the tribe of Ephraim, so on and so forth, man. It all breaks it down, and then you have, your points of history through secular history, which also break it down thoroughly for you as well. Secular history brings out some points, even though all we truly need is the scriptures, at the end of the day, but the secular history gets into it as well. But those type of things people are willing to accept. Why? Because they just don't want to accept that we are the people of the Most High. They just don't want to accept the truth. No matter what we do, no matter what we say to them, they rather not accept it because it isn't pleasing to them, because it's hard for them to digest, being that we're at the state we're in now. When you're looked at as filth, like the scriptures say, like we are the filth and the offscouring of the world. When you're looked at as filth, when you're looked at as trash, nobody wants to accept you for that new person that you are. Or if you had it at one point, like say for instance somebody was rich and then now they poor, nobody wants to hear your old tales about this, that, and the third, because they look at it as like, well, where you at now? And they think that determines your whole past and your whole future, when that just isn't so. When that just clearly isn't so. We had a very bright, we had a very illuminated past, and it was very murky at the same time. But now within the present time and what we have before us, we have a very bright future, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? We are part of that elect. We have a very bright future, man. We have the true and living power on our side. It can't get no better than that. All right, but verse 3, it says, "Give not honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation." So Jake pretty much want to hand the keys to the kingdom over to Esau, when Esau ain't doing a damn thing for you. They want to give them our heritage. We trying to tell you, no, that this is our heritage, and they want to give them our heritage. Like, no, we the Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? We accept that. We just want to ride on y'all coattail and hopefully we can make it to the kingdom too. No, that's not how it works, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works at all. We are the breadwinners of the society. We are the breadwinners of the society, and this is how it was truly meant to be. And when I say breadwinners, I mean in a spiritual sense, that we have all the tangibles from the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the spiritual riches and all of that. That's what the Most High set us up with. That's why we are truly better than these other nations, because it's the Most High spirit that He endowed into us, with the knowledge in which we have, and which we're showing forth on a daily, and this knowledge in which, towards the end, what our enemies shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, because that's what the scriptures say. The information and things that we're bringing out, Esau can't. They can try to resist it all they want. I say Esau don't want the smoke, man. When it comes to Jake, Esau don't want it, man. They know when it all comes down to it, that we are who we say we are. They know that when it comes down to it, with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, that we are His chosen people. That's why they're trying to do everything, the media block us, so on and so forth, and taking YouTube video down, switching up this, switching up that, because we bringing out too much truth, man. When you bring out too much truth on a person, who really wants to hear that? Who really wants to hear, something when you bringing out truth on them, or you exposing somebody? Nobody wants to hear that, man. Nobody wants to hear when you exposing somebody, Well, when you look at it in today's time, people want to hear it, but they don't want it to be them. When it's them, all of a sudden now it's a problem. All of a sudden now it's a problem when we're talking about the so-called white man. All of a sudden now it's a problem when we're trying to tell you that you're better than what these Edomites proclaim that you are. Now it's a problem all of a sudden. That makes no sense whatsoever, man. And Jake truly need to get it together out here and accept, their true nationality. But we know all in all that isn't going to happen on a large scale, and that's why the Lord told Esdras, worry about the ones that are like-minded just like thee. And that's who we worry about, those that are like us, those of the hopeful elect. That's who we're worried about. That's who we're concerned with, because this book was made for us. Also, it gets into that, and Esdras, I believe it's either Esdras the second chapter, and it's in the Apocrypha, but either the first one or the second one in the third chapter. And when Ezra said, to the angel, like, if this world be for us, then, like, where is our inheritance? Like, this world and everything is truly made for us, and we're about to come upon our inheritance very soon, So, with that, I hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. Shalom.